Ho, 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 ho. I am Mickey's elf.
No.
Oh.
Not Thanksgiving yet. No Christmas cheer.
So I'm supposed to be sad?
No. Be hungry.
But I just ate. You just saw me eat.
Ah! No excuses. Be hungry.
Okay?
I'm review it, Dan.
And I am Otaku Kent and confused.
When are you never confused?
When you're not here.
Anyways,
welcome to Random Talks, our podcast-like series.
Phone's over there this time.
Now, why'd you go and do that for?
Because we're setting up for a few things already. Now then, this is our podcast-like series where we talk about a little bit of the news that we have found out the past week. We are late due to unfortunate scheduling errors.
By that, Daniel decided to do overtime yesterday.
Yeah, but extra money for me. And you had work almost all week when I was working. Or,
well,
vice versa.
Not really, considering you go and work in the afternoon and they kept having me open.
Yeah, you were working mornings, I was working nights.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're here to talk about all the things that have happened, and there have been quite a few things.
Interesting things. Now, we're not going to get into Disney Plus today. That's going to be a Random Moments thing when me and him are going to talk about.
Yeah, and Pokemon will be on something else later on.
Yeah, probably another Random Moments or something.
Yeah. But first up on the list for the news, Sonic the Hedgehog. They listen to us. Thank God they listen to us.
They got to go feast.
So, those of you who have not seen anything about Sonic the Hedgehog,
the movie,
the live-action movie, the trailer came out months ago, and
nightmare fuel ensued.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst thing I've seen, but it was not great. They gave him human teeth. But they made him look like a hedgehog. It was like definitely uncanny.
Technically, even his current form doesn't look like a hedgehog.
True that. But they updated his look, which everybody said that was a plan for it. They gave him actual gloves and a little white fur paws.
Well, what killed me was the animators were like, this was his original design, but all the executives were saying, no, change it.
He was like, are you certain about this? Yes, we want it to look realistic. Okay. Shoot yourself in the foot, why don't you?
They probably stuck their own feet in their mouths by that point.
Yeah, but now he looks better. We got a little bit more of the trailer, a little more of the action scenes.
More of Jim Carrey.
More Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's carrying this whole movie by himself.
Oh, yeah. The first moment you see him as the bad guy, like Dr. Eggman / Robotnik.
Well, I mean, the voice of Sonic is one of the voices for, I forget which one it is, either Huey, Dewey, or Louie from the current DuckTales.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Might be Louie.
Yeah.
But, the first time we actually see him even see Sonic, because this does not take place in any of the comic books or game universe. This is definitely a separate universe from what we know of.
A universe within a universe within a universe.
Well, technically, in Sonic's universe, there are humans.
Touche.
They're called overlanders. In fact, on my review of Sonic the Hedgehog, I talked about...
Talking about that demon comic?
That one, yeah, the one demon comic, but but the previous issues before it. Talked about how aliens were mad at humans, because basically, Sonic's time is like in the future of Earth. Humans found an alien species, they killed it and dissected it, which made the other species mad, and basically, not nuked the planet, but how do I put this?
Mutated them?
Not mutated. It was like DNA bombed them.
What happened was... They DNA spliced them.
In a way, it was supposed to destroy them, but what it did was human DNA went to animals, which is why... Makes sense.
Yeah.
Although that Sonic 06 game should not have had that girl kiss Sonic, though.
That Sonic 06 game shouldn't have existed in the first place, but we're not going there today.
But, yeah, the first time Eggman, or Robotnik, I actually call him his actual name. That's cool. The first time Robotnik sees Sonic, he does this.
Don't hurt him!
So, yeah, I can't wait for this movie to come out. I am really ready to go for it.
Oh, wait, we gotta go see that! The world's giant rubber band ball!
No, we're not gonna stop it anywhere. It's not a family tripping.
Yeah, right, it was kind of overrated. Gift shop was neat, though.
And then the dog at the end, so you're his best friend that he won't shut up about. I don't really see the appeal. So gross! So yeah, thank you for fixing Sonic. They don't do it again.
Now, if only we could go back in time and fix the Mario Brothers movie.
They probably will do something different.
Maybe.
Maybe a CGI man with among some people. Next on the list, a new SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. Thoughts of it, SpongeBob fan?
It's just a big, fancy version of Gary Come Home.
Except for that one, SpongeBob didn't forget to feed Gary. Gary's just missing.
Yeah, my point still stands. Gary's missing.
Yeah.
Which was the premise of that entire special.
Best part, though, was
Keanu Reeves,
Keanu Reeves
as the sage.
Yeah, the sage that was a sage.
That was made of sage.
Had a parody of Atlantic City.
It was supposed to be a parody of Atlantic City at the same time of Atlantis.
Yeah. The Lost City of Atlantic City. Because we all seen Atlantis like a couple dozen times on SpongeBob, so they couldn't really do Atlantis again.
I'm sure they could have.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense, though.
Eh.
But, it looks interesting. Probably won't actually go see it in the theaters, though.
Sorry, I'm tired.
I'm tired of Dan. Okay, so, next on the list. Scoob, the new Scooby-Doo movie.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo.
Which basically, yeah, it's going to be the start of how Scooby and Shaggy met, which looks actually interesting. Except that cop being a total D-bag.
Yeah. What's his first name? What's his middle name? What's his last name? Well, dogs don't have middle names.
They don't have last names either, unless it's like the owner.
Well, yeah, usually if it's a last name, it's the owner's last name.
It's weird. It's like, a straight's here with me. How you know he's a straight? He has no collar on. Yeah, he's with me, though. We're supposed to be a leash law. Okay, I'll put a leash then. But it does actually turn out how, we do find out how Scooby got his name. It was that actual Scooby Snacks.
Well, Scooby Snacks weren't based off him. It was the other way around.
I mean, the older series, that was what it was. The Scooby Snacks were based on him. This series is based on a snack giving him his name.
Yeah.
Why? Heat of the moment. Because a jerk cop who was trying to... Why was the cop trying to get it straight for it? That's usually a dog catcher's job.
Probably because the dog catcher was too fat. Sorry, live action Lady the Tramp spoiler alert moment.
Yeah, but everything looks really cool. The animation's not that bad. The voices are different. It's not like the usual, like Scoob, there's a monster chasing after us.
Whoosh. I can't do Scooby.
Yeah. Yeah, the voices are a little different, but not unwarranted. Or not terrible, at least. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it looks from here.
Yep.
Next on the list, Rick and Morty, the season 4 premiere just happened.
100 years, Rick and Morty.
I wouldn't doubt the way they're going. But, Rick and Morty is kind of like South Park in a way, but not as childish with the way they do things.
True, but at the same time, South Park is trying to get themselves canceled.
Yeah. They're like trying each and everything they do. With 2 banned episodes already.
Really?
Yeah. They're like the 300th episode, and 301.
Huh.
Because they're talking about Muhammad.
Oh, that one. I remember that.
Yeah, they're trying to take Muhammad's power being censored.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Rick and Morty starts out as usual. Everything's back to normal. Family dinners and all that. Rick taking Morty on an adventure, and his daughter's telling him he had to ask Morty now. Morty, will you please accompany me to get some crystals from a planet? I'd like to, Rick. Okay, come on.
But shenanigans ensue because we're not going to go into detail about it.
Yeah, although we do see alternate realities of different Ricks. A normal one.
A lot of fascist ones.
Yeah. A normal one, normal humans. A shrimp one. And a teddy bear one. All of which are fascists. You never really question anything until you see a fascist teddy bear.
Yeah.
Even if it's Rick. Of course, Rick comes going, nope, not doing this again. But yeah, the season 4 premiere looks great. I loved it. Can't wait for the rest of the season. And season 5.
Doesn't the new episode, didn't it come out last night or did it come out tonight?
Should have come out last. I can never tell anymore.
They
never really say when they're going to be coming out anymore like they used to.
Yeah.
I missed that, actually.
Yeah.
Like a new episode of Rick and Morty, Saturday at 10 p.m.
Well, I'm pretty sure it'll be tonight if it wasn't last night.
Yep. And next on the list, Sesame Street, 50 years old. Everything's turning 50 this year.
We're not 50.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, big thing. Like, what, Haunted Mansion turned 50?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo turned 50?
Yeah.
Sesame Street turned 50?
Mm-hmm. Jim Henson, we miss you.
You did great work on those puppets. And the Muppets. And the Fraggles. But, yeah, 50 years of Sesame Street. Longer than Simpsons.
Think about how many kids Sesame Street has influenced.
My parents hate Sesame Street.
Your parents hate all the puppet stuff.
I don't know why. It's like, they grew up. Let's see, my parents were in their 60s.
Yeah, they were 10-something when it came out.
So probably wasn't for their age group and all that. And probably when they first came out, they did look creepy.
Well, I mean, if you saw the first version of Kermit, yeah, it wasn't the best-looking puppet in the world.
Yeah, even Big Bird wasn't as appealing as it was today.
Yeah.
Just a skinny head. Now he has all that fluff going. But, yeah. Sesame Street probably won't die as easily as a lot of other shows do.
No.
And they always had...
Well, it's sad that PBS no longer has the rights to it.
Oh, they don't?
It's on HBO now.
Oh, great. It was HBO now.
Yeah.
And, let's see. The one thing I like about Sesame Street, though, is how they talk about certain things that are a problem. I've seen episodes where they talk about racism. They have a character on there who has autism. And, described very well. Even on the older episodes, the newer episodes, they talk about death sometimes, like when Mr. Hooper died.
Yeah.
Of course, in the older one, because it was a Christian-based kind of show, they talked about how he went to heaven. They said that Mr. Hooper was a Christian. And later on, a couple years back, Elmo's uncle died. And they didn't talk about how he went to heaven and all that. Like, he's gone. He passed away, Trying to explain to Elmo, which Elmo
has not aged.
Elmo is a forever!
No, I thought he was like 4.
I don't know. Ash Ketchum, hold my chocolate milk.
Hold my potion.
Hold my Pokeballs. But, yeah. So now I see it on HBO, it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Especially since we were in the age of what we know what HBO is about.
We're not going there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're an adult, you know what we're talking about. Kids, don't ask.
Yeah.
I said don't ask.
But what about?
But, anyway, that's everything on the list now.
But Dan, what about this?
That's like the duct tape now. There we go. Here, super glue it too.
Don't forget the staple gun.
Mine, not exactly. And the bat. Woo, woo, woo. Anyways, everybody, that's it for the day. I gotta go to jail now.
RandomBlast does not condone violence towards children or staple guns on people.
I think Team 4-Star said something about that too. No, it was the Naruto Bridge series that did that. It's like, we're not condoning child abuse. We do, however, find it hilarious.
Your digression is advised.
Anyways,
guys.
That will be it for today, everybody.
Yep. Until next week. Or this week, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I'm a Taku Kent.
Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I'm Review Dan. Hope you had a blast.
And don't forget to stay random. Peace out.
Now, here's the staple gun.
That was in my eye.
He can't see clearly now the day is done.